Hello, Dr. G here from naturalfoodsdiet.org. Are you a coffee drinker? If you are, I have some great news. And if you're not, maybe this little video will make you reconsider your coffee abstinence. Before I get started, I know not everyone tolerates the stimulant effect of caffeine. But you might want to listen to this new information about the possible benefits of drinking coffee. A study of the effect of coffee on mortality was reported near the end of 2015 in the journal Circulation. This was a massive prospective cohort study that included 4.7 million person-years of follow-up. The study was done on doctors and nurses, and it looked at coffee intake and that effect on mortality. So the results showed that overall, in this population, mortality tended to decrease with coffee intake. Now it's interesting that the effect was not linear, meaning it wasn't necessarily the more you drank, the longer you lived. It was more like a U-shaped or J-shaped curve. But when they separated out people that had never smoked, it did turn out to be a linear correlation. Or in other words, the more coffee, the better. In never smokers, there was a relative risk reduction of 0.85, which correlates to about a 15% reduction in mortality. If you put that in the terms of years, that means a person could theoretically gain a couple of years of life if you consider the usual lifespan of an American. You heard that right. Drinking coffee could possibly add years to your life versus not drinking it at all. That's pretty astounding. For never smokers, the benefit seemed to be the best at 3 to 5 cups per day. And it didn't matter if it was caffeinated or decaffeinated. Now, I said it was a linear correlation. That's what they said. So I don't know. Maybe it wasn't a linear correlation. Now, what causes of death were improved the most? Significant reductions in mortality were associated with cardiovascular disease death, neurological disease death, and suicide. Previous studies have shown that compounds in coffee improve the blood sugar, insulin sensitivity, and the risk of diabetes. This would go along with reducing cardiovascular disease death because diabetes is such a big risk factor for that. Other studies have shown that the intake of coffee also reduces the risk of Parkinson's disease. So it would make sense that coffee lowers neurological disease death rates, as Parkinson's disease is usually fatal. Now, as far as reducing the risk of suicide, there are 3 other published cohort studies that show a benefit of coffee for reducing the risk of suicide. So this has been replicated. Studies have shown that coffee can reduce the symptoms of depression. So there you have it. You can live an extra couple of years and at the same time enjoy those extra years. Now, I do want to warn you that big epidemiologic studies like this one don't necessarily mean that you as an individual will benefit. It's always important to take responsibility for what you do. And I personally always study anything that I put in or on my body. I keep a journal and I advise my patients to do the same. So you could consider a trial of drinking coffee to see if it might be causing any problems or if you notice any benefits. Or if it's neutral, you could maybe rely on this study. This is Dr. G. If you like this kind of health information, please subscribe to our channel.